Hello, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time approaching 4:15 p.m. Sorry, a.m. here. Just finished my sahur, and then I've been sleeping before this, so I woke up a little bit tired yesterday. I burned out sort of because of some emergency work and stuff. Running during the daytime is not my favorite thing, and then we had a meetup as well. So a long day yesterday basically, and then I needed the sleep. So I'm doing few videos, two of them. This is the second one, and I don't plan to do third one today or fourth. Forget about it. The fragrance review that I did today, please check it out. It's a re-review of a fragrance called Dolce Gabbana Puro Intenso. I finally, I was missing this fragrance. I had it, I sold it off for a couple of years. I do not own it, so I had to repurchase. So I did a final review on that great perfume. But in this episode, I'm going to talk about clones, dupes, and not just any clones and dupes. There are a lot of clones and dupes of different type of designer niche. Sometimes even Middle Eastern perfumes. Let's say I saw a dupe of Rasasi Hawas as well. So there are different price points, but the whole point of dupes or clones is that if there is something in the market for very high price, like let's say niche perfume or high-end designer or discontinued, these fragrances take a lot of money to buy, requires a lot of money to buy, and you have to spend that money to get those perfumes. Sometimes they are not worth it because they ask for almost 3 times more. For example, just a clear example, let's say Pure Heaven, when it was in the market from Thierry Mugler, this fragrance costed $65. There was a time when it was available, and then they got discontinued, and then some other company took over, and then they discontinued that fragrance. Now Pure Heaven is sold for 250 to 350, even more. And that point, it has a niche version which is called Naxos, right? So Naxos can be had for $200 for a tester. So you see, the designer costs more than the niche. Which way you gonna go? And I'm not saying niche is always better than designer, but Naxos is actually better fragrance than Pure Heaven in certain aspect, and it's definitely like more richer. But Pure Heaven is great, but not worth that $250, $350. Okay, that's the reality. So in the same from the same perspective, I'm doing some of the designer niche dupes, and these are something I would say you can collect if you don't have the budget for the original, or these are better value. Okay, like that. So I have one honorable mention, which is an expensive fragrance. Okay, this one is within $100 if you want to be buying this, and that point is not really like sounding like much of a clone, right? But it is. It's not a clone, but it's inspired by Tom Ford Tobacco Veni, and this fragrance is called Amouroud Oud Tabac. Okay, Oud Tabac. So this perfume bottle is very gorgeous. Of these bottles, the white ones, the black ones, and this one actually takes that Tobacco Veni DNA to the next level because it's a lot more interesting, a lot more notes, and it's not just anymore like a spicy, like a powdery scent. This one adds spices, but different types. It feels like it's a more modern day Tobacco Veni, and also the performance is kind of beast mode. Okay, so I saw yesterday Tobacco Veni 50 ml is $200. Okay, that means like tester, and if you buy a full bottle, that's going to cost 250 for 50 ml. So that translates 100 ml is $500. So compared to that, when you pay $110, it's 1/4 of the price, 100 ml. Okay, so this is why I want to make it like honorable mention, because still expensive niche house, but Amouroud Oud Tabac, great fragrance. If you like Tom Ford, better value proposition. Let's start. Number 10, the original list, Maison Alhambra Jean Lowe Noir. Okay, and this is from, I think, yeah, Jean Lowe line Noir. This is a take on Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomade. Well, not one of my absolute favorite fragrances because it's kind of animalic leather and then oud and rose, and it's very dry perfume, very, very dark. And that fragrance price point is just, don't ask. Okay, it's like $500. Okay, so compared to that, these fragrances are cheaper, $25, I think, the price point. And these perfume bottles are very stunning, comes with the magnetic cap as well. So you get 100 ml, and this is a very good clone with great longevity. Check out my review, Jean Lowe Noir by Maison Alhambra Lattafa. If you like the Ombre Nomade, this is one of the best alternatives. A little bit synthetic, but obviously you expect that at this price point. Okay, next one I'm going to show you, I think this is Fragrance World, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, is it Fragrance World? Man, I don't remember. I'll write down, don't worry. This one is called Moonlit Night, the one and only. Funny name, but the bottle looks very close to the original bottle, which is a designer fragrance called Luminous Night by Dolce Gabbana. the one line. Okay, that is the most expensive from that line, Middle Eastern exclusive, as well as now discontinued, and they are going for 250 bucks, $250 for the originator of this now. Okay, I don't know how much you pay for it, but this one is going to cost you 20 something dollars. Okay, same price point as the previous one. This one is so good. This one, only thing is missing is that like the opening, the original one is a little bit magical. I will give it that. Okay, and for that opening, it's not worth paying that 250. I got initially for $110, 120, which was still expensive. So this one you can try, and if you like the bottle, you will not missing out much. From the far it looks exactly the same. Okay, but obviously the Dolce Gabbana bottle quality is better. This one got the dates, this one got the sweetness, Middle Eastern vibe, spices, but remains sweet and very beast mode. Great fragrance for budget. Next one is one of my favorite perfumes. I need to get it back up. I think I'm running out of juice. This is called Lattafa Masa, and this perfume, you guys all know, it's a Ganymede dupe, and one of the best fragrances. Compliment garners. It got that green mango sort of vibe, and that metallic, very sharp note. Is fresh at the same time, mild spicy. The Ganymede one, but the Ganymede one, it's not as wearable as this one. Ganymede is great perfume. I love Ganymede, but the little bottle, 180 ml, not doing it. I can buy it like Mega Mare. I can buy it, but when I buy a small bottle, I feel like, oh, I cannot use it for very long, right? So this one is one of the best perfumes in my journey. For price point, forget about it. On its own, it's a great fragrance. Okay, so I like the green mango touch. It feels nice, kind of sour, and then also that metallic tone is there, but it's more balanced compared to Ganymede, and it lasts and performs a lot. Okay, projects a lot as well. This one is $35, I think. Next one is a fragrance, is a take on a very expensive perfume called Oud Tabac. I think Maison Crivelli. I forgot the house name, to be honest, but this is actually called Coco Morado. Okay, this perfume I got when the winter just ended, and I felt very sad. Okay, this is by French Avenue or Fragrance World, because this perfume is so good in cold weathers. The last few cold days of cold weathers, I wore it, man. The performance, this line. Okay, I did review 3, the blue one, and then the Altair clone, and this one. I mean, their quality is top notch. I mean, these are some of the best perfumes. When you smell them on the air or from someone, you don't see the bottle, you will not be able to tell, like, is it a dupe fragrance or is it a Middle Eastern perfume. So good. Okay, so if you actually like, I have it here. It opens up a little bit like a chai latte, like sweetened, but it goes a little bit more of a less sweet version of the oud. And just like the cocoa, it's like in the mix. So it's a great fragrance, complex, yet warm. Okay, so Coco Morado, definitely check it out by French Avenue if you like. Oud Tabac. Oud Tabac cost a lot of money. It's like $350, $450. So next one. Yesterday morning I wore this, and I think this perfume is so classy. It captures almost 85% of Bois du Portugal by Creed. This is called Lalique's Lion Purum. Okay, and they have Equus, this one, and one more. I forgot the name, maybe Tiger or something. But I think this is one of the greatest spicy, masculine, almost barbershop style perfume. But it has hint of spice, lavender, all that, and it's very masculine. When you smell this, such a classy vibe it gives. Like Bois du Portugal has more green compared to this. This is a bit more, maybe there's a citrus play, which makes it wearable in summer all year round. It's not really beast mode, but it lasts a long time, but softer on the skin. Okay, one of the beautiful looking bottles in the game, Lalique's Lion Purum. Let me have some coffee because time is running out. It's almost 4:30. All right, great. So top 5, I'm going to go. Okay, let's go quickly. Next one is called Animale Animale or Animale Animale, from the house of Animale. Okay, for men. This fragrance is was released after Thierry Mugler Amen. Oh no, sorry, it was released after Thierry Mugler Angel, and then followed by this one. Amen came out, and then the Pure Malt, Pure Heaven. Some people call this hybrid of Pure Malt and Amen together. Sometimes a bit of Pure Heaven because of that cacao, that lavender, or whatever the patchouli is. This is much more affordable than the Pure Heaven, Pure Malt, even Thierry Mugler's. This one is in the price point of $40 in Bangladesh, maybe cheaper in States. if you are in the market for pure malt, don't buy it. Okay, pure malt is great, but not worth the $350. So as an alternative, you can get three fragrances in one with this Animale Animale. That's why I'm suggesting this. Great perfume, good for longevity, and good for winter. Next one, if you are looking for a Creed fragrance called Original Vetiver, okay, great perfume, man. I'll tell you that fragrance is better than this. This is called Mugler Cologne. This one officially is discontinued, and then they made another version which is in a that rainbow colored series. But this one remains. I have quite a lot of juice left. This is like Irish Spring soap. So Mugler made this, and people really love it. It's like a soapy, green, fresh neroli. Okay, but if you smell the original vetiver, it's a magical experience, man. But the price now, I had the 120 ml version of it. But the price now of those perfumes are, just go to the market and check. $500, man. It's not a joke. So as an alternative, any day I will pick this, or even Ferrari's Bright Neroli. But I actually prefer this today because it's a nice looking bottle. Okay, so Mugler Cologne. If you miss original vetiver, get that one. Number 3, Rasasi Hawas Elixir. Okay, this is a take on relatively a designer perfume, which is supposedly not very expensive. Some people's $110, but no longer 110. In Bangladesh, the Limal Elixir is costing $180. I don't know for what reason, import duties and all, but this one is a great fragrance if you like Limal Elixir. This one, it's more rounded, less honey, but apart from that honey note, this is very, very close to the real deal. Okay, it's very wearable. It's sweet. It smells a lot like the Limal Elixir. Just Limal Elixir a little bit more stronger, and maybe last about 3 hours more. But for the price difference, this one can be had for $45 to $55. Great perfume, great longevity from Rasasi, and very good projection. Number 2 and number 1. Number 2 is this one, Afnan Supremacy. This is called Collector's Edition. Okay, so I do have the Not Only Intense, which is longer lasting than this. Okay, and that one is a very straightforward take on Aventus. Okay, more of the batch of pineapples. Okay, I'm sorry, my parents woke up, so the birds started screaming. Okay, so they're having the sahur now. So anyway, so this one is rather a take on, little bit like Aventus Absolute, but polished. You know, it's not as dark. I don't see it going to that barbershop style, but it has a lot of elements of that. Okay, so Aventus Absolute, somewhere in the middle, the very beautiful, authentic sort of smelling bergamot. You know, very clean, fruity, fresh kind of. Even sometimes I think of Hachivat. Okay, great perfume if you want to, you know, get something. I mean, Aventus Absolute is very expensive, right? So the Afnan one I would highly recommend, and it's beautiful fragrance for summer. It's very soothing. Now finish with number 1. It's a little bit surprising because this one you'll see and say, hey man, this is not as expensive as some of the other originals. You know, the originator of this is called Bleu de Chanel. And Bleu de Chanel, I said it, you know, how much I love this and how much I enjoy this. And I have some amount of juice left for me, about 40 ml, I think 40 ml, okay, or 30 ml rather, 35. This fragrance is one of the best smelling DNAs in my journey. I absolutely love Bleu de Chanel, but nowadays it's the price point. It's ridiculously expensive. If you go to the market, Bleu de Chanel, they're asking for 100 ml goes for $210. And that, when I see that, it's just insane. I mean, like, what are you doing, you know, Chanel? And the 150 ml like that will cost me $250, $260. So as an alternative, I suggest this one, Armaf Club de Nuit Iconic, very big smoke fragrance, $45, well spent. Okay, doesn't smell in the opening like Bleu de Chanel. It has its own citrus, where the Bleu de Chanel has grapefruit. This one has lemon, blue notes, watery notes, and the dry down goes like cleaner version of Bleu de Chanel, but the longevity is 4 times more than the Chanel. Sorry. So this fragrance, if you are looking for recommendation, this one I really feel more and more days go by, and I see the price of Chanels. I am not gonna buy the Chanels no more. It's insane, man. $200 when it used to be like $110, you know. So number 1 today is Iconic by Club de Nuit. So do let me know what you think of this list. And I'm sorry I was a little bit down with the energy because yesterday I was burned out due to the heat. Bangladesh is like 37 degrees now, man. That is crazy. 37 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Okay. So have a nice day. See you soon. I think I'm going to drink some water and then take shower. And maybe I'll just hit the bed again and then take some rest. Okay. See you. Bye-bye.